Thank you very much, Alan. You know, crime statistics, we hear things about murder rates and how they're dropping, or only this many murders this month or this year, and rarely do you get the context of population size or density within the city limits. So you think, oh, that sounds like a pretty good number, until you realize that Detroit is a fraction of its former size, which is the OffDaChain point this week by Charlie LaDuff. Charlie's on the couch now. You did some digging and some really sobering numbers if you compare Detroit to, like, say, New York, Chicago, or Philly.
Yeah, let me get a drink of this coffee.
Paper cup. You know, we can get you one of those.
Please. Because I know we would all like one.
Yeah.
I hate, it's Monday morning, man, but somebody's got to do this. Detroit had 4 murders on Friday. 4. And 11 shootings. And we're talking about, you know, cutting police. And Detroit now has more murders than any city in America. More than New York, which is 11 times bigger. More than Chicago, which is 4 times bigger. More than Philadelphia, which is twice as large. Los Angeles was 6 times as large. How can that be? Like, you can
think about that for a second. Detroit has 700,000 people.
Yeah.
New York has 14?
8 million.
8 million. And you're comparing that? I mean, it doesn't even compute.
It doesn't compute. Now, Detroit's got 44 homicides this year. New York's got 26. Now, New York's no cream puff. Right? Brooklyn's a hard joint. It's 2 million people. The Bronx is a hard joint. That's 2 million people. You know? So, yes, there's money, these sort of things, but where's the outrage? Where's the outrage? I mean, we're going to have the bloodiest year in the history of this city.
In fact, we were talking before the break. I asked Lee to guess how many murders, if you extrapolate it out, if Detroit were the size of New York City, which you say is 8 million people.
Yeah.
How many murders for the whole year?
On pace now, we would have 5,000 murders. The record in New York was 2,200 murders in 1990. And here's the headline from back then. I'm going to wait. Dave, do something.
Now, that looks like Morgan Freeman, but that's actually David Dinkins, the former mayor of New York City. This led to Rudy Giuliani being the mayor?
This led to Rudy Giuliani and a big crackdown in New York. Now, they had a lot of trouble with that, but...
You could put Dave Bing's picture there and it'd say, Dave, do something. That's the point of your column.
Yeah, that's right. The start of my column says, Dave, do something. And I decided to take this just to remind everybody. Look, it says, we are captives in our own homes. New York streets are awash in blood. This could be taken out of our headlines. But the silence to me is amazing here. Like, I know that the mayor's got his hands full with a budget he hasn't been able to get his hands around for years. But public safety is his priority. This is stuff you can do about, and you cannot tell me that the police cannot prevent murder. There's no respect for the law in this city streets. You don't need a driver's license. You can carry a gun. If you get caught, you're getting probation. It's out of control, and everybody's crying out. My job on Monday morning is to tell the mayor, Dave, do something. The city's never coming back. Not when we're having murder that is deeper and more severe than during the crack epidemic. The crack epidemic is when murder exploded in America. How come what's happening? Yeah, I know there's punks and no jobs and no respect. Well, then make him have respect for the law.
You mentioned the governor in your column.
Yeah, the governor, he's got a surplus. He's talking about more police. He's talking about the jails. He's talking about parole absconders. He's talking about a holistic approach. My advice is everybody get together and have this conversation and have it quick. I mean, for the love of God, for the love of the people out there, Dave, do something. You're the man. You asked for it.
The complete column is on myfoxdetroit.com. It's called Off the Chain, and we'll be back again on Monday with another edition. Who knows what you're going to come up with next week.
So how about something funny?
Something funny could work.
Yes.
I like funny.
I like funny.
We'll be
His
right back.
haircut's funny.